Americans sometimes refer to themselves as Afro-Americans, acknowledging the African part of our heritage. But not many of us know very much about Africa, that mysterious and beautiful continent that was home to many of our foreparents. We sometimes tend to think of it as one giant landmass, but to the contrary, it's made up of many, many countries, as diverse as countries can get. Tonight we want to introduce you to Ethiopia, a very old country in East Africa. We say old because the country is mentioned many times in the Old Testament, and a branch of the Christian church called the Coptic Church was established there in the 4th century. That church still thrives today. For many years, Haile Selassie was the first king of Ethiopia. He was called the King of Kings, the conquering Lion of Judah, and he claimed descendancy from the union of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. He was celebrated and reserved by most of the civilized world. Back, we'll visit with a young Ethiopian woman who has had a very successful modeling career in Africa and Europe. Now she's in the United States. Her name is Hara. Modeling has become one of the most popular professions there is today. Many women and men make the rounds daily, knocking on doors, hoping for that one big break. Well, for black models, that task is sometimes even more arduous. This is Hara. She was born in the Ethiopian town of the same name and grew up in the country's capital, Addis Ababa. Like many Ethiopian children, she was sent to France for schooling while in her teens. It was there that she got her first taste of modeling.
You know, I used to go, when I was in Paris, I used to go swimming pool every, 3 times. And the place where I go swimming pool, and I was only one black, always. So one day, I don't know, the man, he was a producer. So he just, talked to me, and he gave me his card. And he said, I like your shape, you have a nice personality, you can work photo, with him, because he has his own studio and his own agency. And he said he really, he made me. And I wasn't sure, I just said, no, maybe he's driving me or things like that. So I went by his studio, and then we make first head shot and body shot, different dresses, and so it was good. So I started to work with them, and then I was fashion show, what I remember, because I know it's difficult to be on cover, especially in Paris,
We joined Hara in the dimly lit studios of Ed Johnson, a Dallas photographer, during a photo session.
Good girl. Good.
Hara explained to us that working as a black model in America and working as a black model in Europe are very much different. Are black models more popular in Europe than they are here?
Yeah, they're more respected, and he just said, I work with her now. I like to tell too. She's really a nice lady. She likes to, to help me, and always she said, don't worry her, we work together. And,
Well, that's it. Come back, yeah.
Although Hara liked the United States, it was not entirely her modeling that brought her here. There was also a young man named Sam.
Well, the reason why I came here is because of my husband, because he's a political refugee, and he used to live in France. So I came here because of him, and because of also my brother, sister, who are refugees here too. Because I met my husband in Paris, in France. I'm not a refugee, but we met each other there. So and then he moved here because it's difficult, to go to school there.
The government of Ethiopia has changed hands several times since the days of Haile Selassie. There has been civil war. Hara told us that it is for this reason many Ethiopians are fleeing.
Yeah, I left my country about 7 years ago, just after the revelation. But I don't see many things, but I heard about that. So they killed many, students, and there's we had also a civil war, like they kill students, they kill everybody, many things. It's hard to explain. Everybody knows that, after that there's really many things different. We don't live really free. You know, we don't like to leave our country, and going to another place. But the problem is that, it's the actual political situation